Krivgar were resurrected. And they were resurrected because both Escobert the Red and Governor Nighthill, they were guilty about you guys doing so much for Greenhill that they basically called in favors. They basically exhumed the bodies of the two Dragonborn, and they shipped them to Candlekeep, which is west of Greenest. Now, they were resurrected. They were resurrected about 2 months ago. So they had to spend, 30, 40 days in recovery because they were just too weak to do anything. And in this time, Greenhill contacted Leosin. By that time, you guys had already left Baldur's Gate. So Greenhill wanted to get not only Greenhill and Escobert, but Leosin and Onthar the Paladin. They wanted to get you guys reunited. So that was, another favor was called in for the Griffin Guard to take both the Dragonborn to try to find you guys. That's why the Griffins were circling above you for several days, is because they were scouting out the caravan, making sure this was the right caravan that they were going to reunite you guys. So basically, Nighthill took everything that was in his coffers left from Greenest and paid to have them resurrected in Candlekeep. So he felt that was the least that he could have done, and he really went into a depression state after the ceremony and all that good stuff, because he just felt that there was more that he could have done. So so he took him there. That they did speak with dead rituals, and they did want to come back. They did want to unite. Being both Silverclaw and Krivgar. So that's when they resurrected him, and there you go. You've seen a ghost, Zelos.
Dolph Lundgren's back, baby.
And on
I'm absolutely astonished. We're still on the trail of the cultists from the base camp area.
So
they have a dozen wagons in this caravan, and we've joined the caravan to follow them. We're trailing them to their destination. We think that we will find Tiamat at the end of the journey. We know that Resmir is in and out of the picture, last seen perhaps as at Waterford just before we left.
Well, I will say one thing. Krivgar does have to ask one question. Where is Misty? I don't see that warlock around anywhere.
Dead stormed. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it.
She sacrificed her magical energies to bring you guys back from dead.
Zelos looks him in the eye and says, "Your guess is as good as mine. We've not seen her in several weeks."
Well, we've brought some letters for the dwarf and the monk.
Did you say letters?
Letters, or orders,
Okay.
or whatever we want to call them.
That's all right. We pronounce them.
We have
letters
correspondence from Leosin and Anthar.
And you'll also notice that Krivgar and Silverclaw, your new avatars are up on the RP board for you.
Here. Man, that's
Yay.
fancy.
Mine's the same.
Welcome back there, Krivgar, and welcome back, Silverclaw.
Yay! We're back, bitches.
I was gonna say there sure was a
bunch.
There sure was a lot of whining while you guys were gone. Just FYI.
Blunderer, thank you very much for the follow, Blunderer. I
A
appreciate it.
lot of people complaining about how much they miss you and stuff.
Aha.
We'll have to find that out, Apache. We'll have to find it out.
So, guess we wait till morning and hand out the letters to the dwarf and monk, paladin and monk.
I guess somebody should probably fill in those two lizard people. I'm sorry, dragon people.
Watch it, pretty girl. Watch it, pretty girl.
I love it. Thank you very much for the follow.
I whispered
Techie
to
Jim. I appreciate
whispered
it.
to Kensa not
Thank
to
you.
get so close. You might get salmonella. That's what I heard anyway.
Yeah, the
Oh, that is,
Silverclaw.
it is odd, bitch. It is odd.
I whispered.
Zelos
You
is
don't
in
even have
absolute
ears.
shock. Looks at Tiberius and say, "How did you teach Carl to bark like a dog?"
Oh dear, that's funny, man.
It's all in the wrists. I'm a
It's
talented
all
leader.
in the wrist.
So what do you think, Zelos? That's why I was hoping Misty was going to be here, because she would have really liked that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely astonished. I'm still at a loss as to figure out exactly how the mechanical work into the future, stepping a little bit out of character, but I'm glad to see my fellows back, and we'll definitely share out what I have left of their loot. Tell them that they, hell, you've got a share interest in the wagons and the trade goods that we have, and hey, we convert everything back to money at the end of the Silver Trail here, and you guys are each welcome to a third of what we have, what I have.
Yeah, what you have. I'm not sharing any of my crap with you guys. There's a giant gem in this for me. I don't want to cut it in for 2 extra people that just kind of randomly showed up because, that we've been resurrected.
You could have avoided giving them anything at all by not mentioning it, but now that they know, we have to put them in.
Oh, no.
Krivgar turns to Zelos and asks,
Absolutely, this is a party of equals. We're not going to hide crap from each other.
Hey, Zelos, who's the 2 chicks?
One of them is called Tiberius, and he is a cleric, a life cleric.
Oh, shots fired! I love it.
Enza is a druid, and
Wait, that's a
we
guy?
we picked them up in
Oh my god!
at the keep in
Greenest.
in regard to
in Greenness, and they've been traveling with us ever since.
You're lost for words.
if pretty much what Krivgar is going to say is, wait, you're saying that cleric over there is a guy?
Oh my god!
Or is my eyes deceiving me? 'Cause
Totally.
he looks more feminine than a guy or something.
I give a little curtsy and
I'm
give a little
sorry,
bit of
you
smile.
can question him more closely on his sexuality at your leisure.
You don't
He
make me whip
introduced
it out.
himself to us and has acted as a cleric, so he thinks he's an elf. Maybe that would explain all of it.
Or you could ask him nicely and find out yourself.
That's right. Or I could show you in the only way that a man can show you.
Oh god.
You sure that's
Don't
Yeah, it's
you
arm wrestling.
dare.
It's arm wrestling.
It's
What did
Vienna
you guys
sausage
think?
time.
I meant arm wrestling, but I see what you guys thought. Yeah, not that. So, what's up with you
The makeup
iguanas?
and the
Why did it
eyebrows
take you
had
so
them
long
really
to get here?
fooled.
Shots fired, big time, Stig.
I whispered to Zelos and asked, where did you find the that cleric?
I'm going to look him right back in the eye and say, it does take some getting used to, but he is helpful in a fight.
Well, I hope he can heal a lot better than he talks and stuff.
I guess I'll
Well,
just
better
stand
than
there.
He does.
Snack
He's a good healer, but he's definitely got some airs and attitude working for him. And hell, if you just kind of look the other way, it doesn't hurt your ears or eyes as much.
I'll just stand there and flex for a while.
Please do.
Like
Your eyebrows
not
are
their
wiggling and
muscles.
your ears are moving. Flex harder.
That's right.
If I didn't need my stringed instrument, I probably would. I'm not going there.
I don't know what to say. You're not your usual shy, retiring self there, Krivgar? I think they resurrected you and resurrected two attitudes for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back to my old self after a while. You'll know.
And Silverclaw, it is good to see you.
It's good to see you too, old friend.
You've come through the changes and are back in top form, he said with a question mark in his voice.
Oh, yes I am. Even stronger than before. Now I can wield full blades instead of those light, petite, little ones.
And did you find your magic katanas someplace along the trail?
No.
Still dealing with those Daizuki short swords?
No, I have just two regular, boring, long swords. Nothing
Two
special.
regular long swords. We'll have to give the weapon shops a good tour when we get to the next big town.
Agreed.
Hail and well met. I'm glad you're back to us.
Hail and well met. So who are the sleeping drunk one and the silent strong type over there? It looks like he's napping instead of, meditating.
The silent, napping silent guy over there is actually in a Zen meditation at the moment. He is a martial arts trained monk who has been most recently noticed practicing his chops on rocks and other solid inanimate objects. But
Guy.
he does look
He's
like he's sleeping.
He's an elementalist type monk.
You can explain that to yourself here in a moment. When you're out of meditation, you can explain to him who and what you are. I'm having a hard time coming to grips with all of this. I'm doing the best I can.
I think you're just in shock there, man.
I'm shocked. Yes, I really am.
It's not every day
And the
that your friends
sleeping
come back
dwarf
from the
over there, Sleeping Beauty, why, gosh, he's a weapon wielder.
You're saying Sleeping
Oh.
Beauty over there with the
priest
tankard
in
spelling over
Candlekeep,
himself
Willy.
almost?
Howard,
Yeah, he's,
05.
he spends a lot
Thank
of
you,
time
Howard.
trading ale for information, and it seems like he's not getting much information, but he's been getting plenty of ale lately.
Well, that's dwarves for you. They're always drowning themselves in some strong sort of alcoholic beverage.
Well, I don't know. Bards have been known to drown their sorrows also.
Not as bad as dwarves at times.
At times. Well met, and I'm glad you are back with us as well. What can you tell us of the resurrection process? Anything in particular stand out?
Thanks again, Howard, for the follow.
Came back and
Appreciate it.
you were solid and ready to go right then, or did it take you some period of time to recover and
No.
and
No,
get back
Willie.
into top form, or are you back into top form?
Well, after being resurrected, there was some muscle loss, and took us a while to regain it and get some new muscle.
And a brand new body from the way I hear it.
I've had to get a little bit more dexterous with my hands in playing in this fine.
I hate
say
to tell
Link.
you, Silverclaw, but you're just not as hot as you were in your last incarnation. Have you rerolled hotness or something?
Colonist.
No, I'm still an 18.
Colonist.
I think you should reroll hotness. Do we know how to address you?
No, I'm an 18. I'm
He's-
staying an 18, buddy.
He's still a good-looking Dragonborn. He's still the Dolph Lundgren of
He's still Dolph
Dragonborn.
Lundgren of the Dragonborn. Okay.
Of the Dragonborn
Krivgar
race.
is kind of an average dragon by comparison. Okay.
I
No
was-
rot or anything.
Would
What's that,
would I be
Kenza?
back to my normal? Would I
No
be back
rot
to
or
my-
anything.
No. It took like
So I'll be
you know,
back
it's
to my
like
normal looks then, right?
yeah, it's like I was saying. It took everybody 30 to 40 days to almost a month and a half of recovery time from the resurrection effects. So So, yeah.
So which
Awesome.
one's
Never
Ralph Lauren,
expected
which
that,
one's
did you,
Doral?
Zelos?
Asking us
Never
sensible.
expected that. Blindsided from the left.
Nice. So, Ralph Avar, they were saying, well, I'm gonna let you guys play it out. Sorry. I'm not playing it out for them. They play it out.
Which one's Ralph Floor and which one's Doral? Hello?
Doral is a dwarf.
You're Doral. Rafavar is Krivgar's alter ego.
Ah,
So I
we
think
have-
you guys should play tag team on each other and draw information out of one another.
Oh, jeez.
we have letters
Should be
from,
fun.
them, from their masters.
Well,
Letters?
Letters.
Ah, correspondence. For whom
In this case-
all do you have correspondence?
Ralph Floyd and Doral.
Okay.
The monk.
Well,
in this case now, the monk wakes up from his trance.
Nap.
Trance.
and I'm just going to get up off the bucket I've been sitting on and go to the water barrel and get 7 or 8 dippers in the bottom of the barrel,
Five,
switch it
we
around,
will. 5.
and hand that to Silverclaw and say, "Why don't you wake up that dwarf?"
Oh, you just can't make me an asshole to myself, aren't you?
That's right. Pick on yourself. Go for it.
Okay, Dave, I'm gonna walk over and kind of sort of kick the feet of Doral and spill a little water on the face.
All right, he wakes up. He's not too
This
happy.
gives new meaning to playing with yourself, doesn't it?
The straight
jeez.
down. The straight down.
Oh, jeez.
Y'all too funny.
What's up,
What did you
Rons?
say, Dave?
Basically, you know, how this is going to go is, you know, the correspondence that Silverclaw has given to, you know, Doral and Krivgar has given to Rafavar are basically this. Krivgar gives him this correspondence as the monk comes out of his trance-like state, and basically what this is the monk is being called away from the group. The monk is being by his masters being sent down to the region of Amn, and there's dragon cult activity down there, and he's needed to go down to the Amn territory. Now, Doral, on the other hand, where's he going, by the way, Silverclaw?
First to Greenest and then down to
Okay,
as well.
that's right. So he's stopping by Greenest, and then he's going down to Amn as well. So the Griffin Riders, you notice that they were still circling around the caravan several times. They're going to be stopping the next morning. They just wanted to give the party a little bit of time to get acclimated with themselves before the Griffin Riders got involved again, and both Doral and Rafavar are needing to leave. And they're going to go on the Griffins. The Griffin Riders, the Griffin Guard, are going to take them back down south and drop off Doral and Greenest, and then take Krivgar down to the Amn region. Aramon, thank you very much for the follow, Aramon. Thank you.
So does anybody want to say a few words this time? Didn't think so.
Farewell, travelers. Thank you for having on such a short trip. Too bad I didn't see more action.
You got to see a little bit.
Well, at least you get to see how I love to burn things with my bare hands.
Yep.
Thank you again,
I hope
Aramon,
to see you in the
for the follow.
future
Appreciate
and
it.
assist you in this great undertaking.
Well, that's could definitely be a possibility. Wee Willie said, "So are the PCs fighting?" No, they are not fighting, Wee Willie. I know that's what you want, but
Oh, wait,
no,
wait.
they're not.
We should do it.
Nope.
Oh god.
No, God, no. Because I have,
Right, no
you imagine
problem.
fighting
have-
with yourself.
yeah, I have plans for them later. So There will be no fighting. All right, so everybody's reacclimated. You guys introduce yourselves to one another, or what? I didn't hear any introductions from the two new group members. I guess you could say old group members that are now newly acquainted with new members.
Well, I'm safe to assume from Zelos'
I
reaction.
think it's my place to do that, and I'm going to turn to Tiberius and Kensa and say, these two who are joining us were original
No problem,
party
Wee Willie,
members.
bro. No problem.
They died
That would have been awesome, though.
at the cultist base camp in the south and west of the Green Nest. And we buried them
Awesome.
in Green Nest. Apparently
I'm bringing them
they've
back
been
later.
resurrected by the governor there, and they've been sent to rejoin us.
I vote that they can't come in the party. I want the other guys back.
Vote
No?
Don't put this to a vote.
I think everybody needs to vote on that. I don't know.
Well,
Two
Well, you're
giant
voting
iguanas?
against it.
I don't know.
Ravelvar says, well,
Well, Tiberius says that and then looks around the campfire. How many people are going to follow my suggestion? Raise your hand if you agree.
Yeah, okay, maybe I
Ravelvar
won't
raises
vote.
his hand.
Maybe I won't
for-
vote. So it's just me, Misty, Kensa, and then the two people that were there already against everybody else. So
Well, Misty's not here anymore. So Misty is
I know.
gone.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
I'm looking around the fire. Has anyone raised their hand?
Oh, did I say No, I said I vote for you guys to come in. Oh, it's great knowing you guys.
I don't see any hands. They're in.
They are in. I love iguanas, so this will work out.
Silverclaw. And
I love lizard men.
Krivgar. This is Tiberius, the life cleric, would be elf. He's exuberant.
So, when are you going
Very
under the race
creative.
change?
So Tiberius does a
And-
little curtsy.
He's a
Alright,
little
see-
mixed up.
I already see you're all ready for a sex change.
Oh
These
my
two
gosh.
Dragonborn have much less sense of humor and are much less tolerant of people than we are, Tiberius. You might want to rein in your exuberance around them.
That's so-
Kensa,
It's so nice
Leave
of
him
you.
to it.
That's very
I
political.
want you to meet my friends Silverclaw and Krivgar.
Zelos?
Silverclaw's a fighter. Krivgar is a bard.
Oh, a bard. Do you know anything?
Greensleeves, play a few.
Well, before Krivgar does any playing of anything, Krivgar turns to Zelos and say, if things get a little out of hand, you may want to make sure you remind me not to light this cleric on fire with my fire breath.
And
Oh, if you
I
light him
just
on
look-
fire,
I
I'll
look
put him
at-
out with my ice breath.
I look back at Krivgar and just put my hand on his shoulder and say, do what you will.
Actually, Kensa and Tiberius, you guys remember the names. You know, Silverclaw and Krivgar, because you guys were actually at the celebration. Remember when you guys first joined the game? That was basically the game after Silverclaw and Krivgar died, and that's when they had their
Yeah.
you know.
I remember that. Everybody was really
So-
depressed. It
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. I love it. Oh my god, that is so good.
There was like
I
a
love it.
30-minute little speech, and everybody was like throwing dirt. I had no idea that they just turn around and get resurrected. That's easy. I say we.
I've got a question personally for Silverclaw. I want to know if you still have that damn hand with you.
Do I, Dave?
You have it. It is in your bag.
Yes, I do. Can't get rid of the damn thing now.
Does it still thump around in your back, buddy?
Probably.
It itches you once in a while.
Now, if I remember correctly, you wanted me to play a little tune for you, did you not?
Please do.
This may not be as good as the pan flute, but what can I say? It'll have to do.
How inspiring! And it left, and it ended on a high note. That's the keynote of our voyage. We want to leave on a high note.
Of course, that high note was an accidental press when I didn't want to actually do that.
Wait,
but
Krivgar, you play a wind instrument?
I had it. No, I don't play any instruments personally, but for Krivgar, I had him play a pan flute.
Yeah, but I'm asking in character. You play wind instruments in character.
Oh, okay.
Way to go, Krivgar.
Yeah.
I've got to ask, would a bard know how to make a pan flute?
Actually, I don't think I know how to make one.
Well, if you can't craft one, we'll be in Waterdeep soon.
Sure,
Perhaps we
Finn,
can
why not?
find an artisan there.
Or are you just here to troll?
Make such instruments.
I'm trying to remember.
Chances are good in Baytown we'll find that.
I'm trying to look over some of the stuff here. I don't remember if I had any ways of knowing how to create one, but probably not.
It was so weird, Silverclaw, because just last stop, there was a guy selling a magic katana, but he's gone now, so...
Oh, God
anyway, just FYI.
But to answer Kenzo's question, in character, yes, I know how to play wind instruments, pan flute, regular flute, and stuff like that. I mean, I am an instrumentalist after all.
At this point, I say I do too, and I pull out a flute with 3 heads, one representing each of a chimera's head.
Ooh.
Play a
Oh,
few
boy.
notes for him.
I haven't actually got a wind instrument in real life, so I'm afraid. I'm
Cool.
not got playing skills.
Nerd alert! I love
I'm
it.
using a MIDI keyboard connected to a synthesizer-based software to do all the keys notes.
Hey Dave, would you mind if we take a 10-minute break?
That would be great. So we'll just kind of speed it up
I think so. I
to
need
the
to get
next
my
morning.
head cleared.
So, Rafavar and Doran, they both get onto the Griffins and ride off. And you guys, it's the next morning.
Into the sunset.
Exactly. We'll even fast forward it about 5 to 6 days ahead. And you guys have had plenty of time to get acclimated with oneselves. And you guys are now on the edge of the Misty Forest. Actually, you are traveling on the tradeway between the Trollbark Forest and the Misty Forest. You are several days away from Daggerford, and when we get back, I'll show you on the map. So let's take a couple-minute break. Thanks, everybody. Very cool. This is where they're at. They're almost to Daggerford. They're getting close to Waterdeep.
Well, knock me over with a feather. You guys have surprised me.
Well, I'll be right back. Just
All right, everybody. So we are going to take about a 10, 15